Hey Facebook friends, welcome. I'm bringing this video to you from the gorgeous backdrop of my new home. And this particular video is on navigating the death and dying process of our animal companions. And I have my newest little animal companion, Pixie Rose here. Believe it or not, she's so tiny that she's chilly even at 70 degrees, so I have her wrapped in a blanket. Hopefully she'll be cooperating, and I will have a separate video about her. But a number of years ago, I wrote an article called "Walking Gently Through the Transition of Our Animal Companions," and I just want to share a couple of the points because I know so many people, all of us animal lovers, have to go through this, and the death and dying process is as natural as the labor and delivery and birth process, and it's something we never want to encounter. But there is also a gift in the crossing, just like there's a gift in the birth. So I want to go over a couple of hi everybody, sending you guys hearts. Send me the hearts, give me some likes, share with your friends. So a couple things that are important is I want to give you some tips. One of them is to be present. Being present is really key when you're going through the death and dying process. Even leading up to it. Pixie's trying to get over to where Carly is. So she's, for those of you just tuning in, she's in the blanket because she's chilly. Even though it's 70 degrees. So being present for your animals is really, really important. Sometimes when we get stressed out, we kind of get ourselves all in a tizzy, as my mother would say, and we're not as comfortable, or we're not as present, basically. We're allowing ourselves to kind of spin out of control and not be as present. That is a key piece. Another tip, another big tip for you is to really breathe. Just really feel your feet on the ground, breathe deeply, allow yourself to really kind of feel the emotions that are going on, but also to let them process through your body with your breath. Because when we get stressed and when we're going through something like that, oftentimes we may want to, we may start to breathe shallow, and we may just kind of like be trapping the emotion. And one of the easiest ways for us to really process this in the most comfortable way for us is to allow the emotions to move through our bodies. So when we breathe, that really helps. Being grounded is my third tip. And when you're grounded, you're really like connected to Mother Earth. You're much more able to make decisions more clearly. Breathing and feeling your feet on the ground are very important. Visualize your energy field that may have kind of gotten up and in front of you, kind of coming back and coming down and kind of anchoring you to the earth, like the roots of an oak tree. That's one of the ways you can ground yourself, is even hug a tree. Hey, someone's saying hi from Fort Erie, Canada. I am from Canada, and I actually lived in a little place called Ridgeway near Fort Erie for one summer. Anyways, another tip for navigating the death and dying process of our animal companions is to keep them comfortable. Keep them as comfortable as we can. And getting a handle on our own emotional state, being grounded, breathing, being present, can really be helpful. Uh-oh, I made the mistake of bringing my Maltese out with me, and she's busy guarding the fort, so to speak. Let's hope it doesn't turn into a huge bark fest. So you want to keep your animals as comfortable as you can, and part of that is by you being as present, as grounded, and breathing, and then just looking out for what will help them the best. One of the things that you can do, another tip to gently support your animal companions and yourself, is to use flower essences. We have a line, but it's currently on back order, so there's many, many flower essences specifically designed to help you through this. And ours is a blend of many essences. I generally recommend, something designed specifically for this process, but in a pinch, Star of Bethlehem is a great one for grief, and is also, I hear some neighbors walking by. That could really, could really get my dog barking. Hopefully she'll stop. so Star of Bethlehem or Rescue Remedy, and Bach is Rescue Remedy and Star of Bethlehem are made by Bach, and Rescue Remedy contains Star of Bethlehem. So another piece that's really important is to honor their process. Transitions, just like coming into this world, when anybody leaves this world, including our animal companions, it's not a linear thing. They may be like kind of heading in a downward spiral, looking like their transition is going to be really imminent, and then they may just rally and get good again and feel great, and it may be an up and down roller coaster, and that's how it may happen. Just like when you think a dog or a horse or cat is going to have babies, it may look like, oh my gosh, they're going to have them tonight for sure. How many people with horses here can say they thought the horse was going to have full out a certain day, and it kept putting off for a couple of weeks. I've heard people joke that horses keep their babies hostage. So you want to honor the process that they're going through and understand that it may not be exactly how you want it to be, but it is going to be what is meant to be and what their process is. Another piece that's really important is to allow them to go. Let your animal companions know that it's okay to go, that you will grieve them, but you will be okay without them. Pixie Rose is so interested in what Carly's doing that I brought her on the video so you guys could see her a little bit, but she's like, I want to go play with Carly, even though she's freezing at 70 degrees. So you want to let them know it's okay. When we have any living being with us, we know that the circle of life includes birth, death, and rebirth. And, it starts all over again. Our animal companions sadly have shorter lifespans than us, and we know they're going to go. So allowing them to go, letting them know it's okay, letting them know that you'll connect with them in spirit and that you'll be fine, because sometimes they try to hang on for us. And my next point is to understand the naturalness of this process. Every single living, as someone joked one time, none of us get out of here alive. Every single living being goes through this process. It's very natural, and it's really important for us to understand that it's natural. And then another point of mine, I've got a couple more points here, is at the same time as all that, be very gentle on yourself. Cut yourself a little bit of slack. Allow yourself a little bit of extra time to to deal with the things you have. You have to do. Don't put too much pressure on yourself for things outside of this process. Don't overbook yourself. Don't schedule huge projects. Give yourself a little bit of time. And the next one, which goes right along with that, is to practice some extra self-care. Take a nice bath with essential oils. Maybe get yourself as comfortable as you can. Get into bed earlier. Do things for yourself that will help you deal with this process. Whatever it is, cook your favorite foods. Take a nice walk in nature. Whatever it is, read your favorite book. Whatever it is that makes you, feel like you're caring for yourself, do a little bit extra of that. And I apologize. I wanted to show you all Pixie Rose, and she's busy looking at Carly. The last piece is to stay connected with your animal companions. Stay connected with them up until the time of their transition, through their transition, and even after they've crossed over. So stay connected with their spirit. Even if you don't have, even if you don't feel like you're really amazing at, I don't know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. I just realized I never plugged my headset back in. Could someone let me know if you guys are hearing me okay? I can't believe this. I took it off for something. I forgot to put it back on, so hopefully it's picking me up. Someone let me know if you can hear me well, because now I'm almost at the end of the video and realizing maybe you can't hear me that well. So yes. Oh, good. Thank you, Cindy. Glad you can hear me. Nothing like having your headset plugged into your phone and sitting on the piece of wicker furniture across from you, not in your ears. Thank God for Apple and their great technology. So stay connected. I mean, I know some of you absolutely may not feel like you can connect with your animals once they've crossed over. Some of you may feel like, you need a professional to help you, and that's also possible. We have that available for you. And if you want to do that. But it's really possible for each and every one of you to learn and stay connected to your animal companions once they've crossed. So we have trainings available. We have lots of information for you if you want to do that. So basically, I'm just going to run through the tips again. And just for anybody who joined, this is my new puppy, Pixie Rose, who's looking at the neighbors who are talking, and my dog is staring intently at them. She's freezing cold at 70 degrees because she's just 2 pounds. So she is not wanting to, well, she is kind of wanting to be here, but she's more interested in what Carly's doing and what the neighbors are doing right now. And I don't dare put her down because I had some work done on my deck to make it safer for her, because she could literally go right underneath the spindles. And my handyman left some sawdust and stuff, which she would eat. So anyways, so just to recap on the tips that I shared, these are from an article I wrote a number of years ago called Walking Gently Through the Death and Dying Process of Your Animal Companion. Just to recap, number 1, be present. Number 2, breathe. Number 3, be grounded. Number 4, keep your animal companions comfortable. Number 5, offer gentle support for both you and your animal companions through flower essences. Honor their process. Allow them to go. Let them know that it's okay for them to go. Understand the naturalness of the death and dying process. Be gentle on yourself. Practice self-care. And stay connected with them before, during, and after their transition. I'm going to give you guys a little quick sneak peek of Pixie Rose. I'll have another video about her, and I hope you're enjoying the beautiful Arizona view from my deck. I just moved here at the end of September, and I just simply love it. Here's Pixie Rose, and she needs her hair out of her face, but this is her, and she's very busy, and she's not really too into looking at the camera. There she goes a little bit. A little view of Pixie Rose, who's cold even at 70 degrees. I am blessed to be living here and not where it's freezing cold and full of snow. So anyhow, if you want to know any more information, we do have a free webinar coming up on next Wednesday. Whoops, she loves these these headsets and stuff. One thing about a puppy. Oh, Linda, I didn't just move to Arizona. I've been in Arizona. I just moved houses. I've been, my heart, oh boy. Headsets and dogs, phone cords and puppies do not go well together. You little monkey. These are Apple and they are expensive, so don't eat them. This is not a chew toy. So anyways, there will be a video on Pixie Rose officially introducing her, but I thought I'd bring her out. Oh boy. You can see I have my hands full. She's actually very good. And I'll have a whole video on her probably tomorrow maybe. Anyways, I'm so thrilled. Whoops, I'm knocking my phone around here. I'm so thrilled that I was able to come to you today from this beautiful, sunny, gorgeous Arizona day. And I so look forward to connecting with you on more videos. And be sure to comment, let me know where you're from, and share this with your friends. My goal is to get this information out to as many people as possible. And it's my heartfelt passion to do this. So please help me share it around. And I look forward to seeing you on my next video. Oh boy, you can see this little monkey. She's pretty funny. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.